In our last video, we were in Gainesville, Florida, home of the University of Florida. We started our visit by strolling the local lake for a gator. Then, of course, we checked out the heart of the downtown. And as usual, explored some of the local street art. In this video,
we're in Lake City, Florida.
For context, we visited Lake City on February 14th of 2025.
Lake City, Florida started out as Alligator Town in 1821. In November of 1858, a railroad was completed connecting Jacksonville to Alligator, which opened the town to more commerce and traffic. It was incorporated in 1859 and its name was changed to Lake City. Here we are in Olustee Park. This monument recognizes the Battle of Olustee, which was the largest American Civil War battle in Florida, and it took place near Lake City in 1864.
As usual, we started exploring without much of a plan.
Here we see the Columbia County Courthouse, which was built in 1905.
Full disclosure, Lake City was an unplanned stop. We were on our way to Tallahassee from Gainesville, realized we were going to get there pretty late anyway, so we decided to stop and check it out.
This building is City Hall, which was built in 1911 as the first national bank. The placard shows that it was the original site of Fort Lancaster in 1835. This cool building is the Blanche Hotel. It was built in 1902 and was the first building in Florida to have an elevator. Apparently that elevator still exists in the lobby and works, but is currently blocked off. Famous figures such as Johnny Cash and Al Capone have stayed there back in the day. It was renovated in 2018.
Yeah, we've noticed in our travels the cornerstone of revitalizing downtown seems to revolve around either an old hotel or a theater. So good job, Lake City, on renovating this wonderful hotel.
These couple blocks in the historic district were pretty lively on a Friday afternoon. There were quite a few restaurants and bars.
And as with most towns we visit in Florida, there was some interesting street art to be found along the sides of the buildings.
The building with the pillars is the Columbia County Bank, which was built in 1912.
And check out that old theater next door. It seems to be in use. They were showing some old movies. And check out the section of cobblestone along the street. Always very cool to see.
While not our typical street art, this store had quite a few interesting sculptures.
So as you can see, this is a very small downtown, so at this point we decided it was time to turn around. It looked like there was some kind of festival that we wanted to check out. So we'll do a little update, and then we'll head for that festival. All right, we are in Lake City. It was an unplanned stop between Gainesville and our next destination, Tallahassee. If you visit, Main Street's actually the freeway or the highway, and it's what you expect. So you need to jump off about, 1 or 2 blocks off Main Street is Marion Street, which seems to be the actual downtown, or at least the historic downtown. And we just walked by some kind of festival, swap meet, I don't know. So we're gonna go check that out on our way back. So enjoy this unscheduled stop.
Some other interesting things about Lake City, Florida. In 1884, the Florida Agricultural College was established here. It was a land-grant college. It was relocated to Gainesville in 1905 to form part of the University of Florida. In 1891, Lake City became the first city in Florida to have electric lights.
So here we are at the 46th Annual Alusty Festival, which is the local arts fair.
The festival was held at Wilson Park, which is on the banks of Lake de Soto. Lake de Soto is named for the Spanish conquistador Hernando de Soto, who came through here in 1539. Another festival they hold here in Lake City is the Alligator Warrior Festival. It's held each year on the third Saturday in October to recognize the early history of Columbia County prior to the Civil War, with the first one being held in 1995. The current population of Lake City is about 12,500. Lake City is known as the Gateway to Florida because it is adjacent to the intersection of Interstate 75 and Interstate 10.
So at this point, we're getting pretty close to a brewery that I spotted earlier. So we're gonna go have a beer, which is fantastic, and then we'll wrap this up.
Halpatter Brewing Company opened in 2017. Halpatter means alligator in the Seminole language. It's housed in this old government building that was built in 1940.
All right, what'd you think of Lake City, Florida?
I liked it. I mean, we didn't plan to stop here, but what a fun stop. And that brewery in the old government building was the coolest part.
Yeah, if you watch our channel, this is like a broken record, but sometimes the places on the way to the actual destinations you're going to turn out to be just as cool, if not more cool. Caroline couldn't have said it better. There's this brewery that used to be a library or a government building or something. What an awesome use of an old building
So
that my
cool.
guess is just sat there dilapidated. So city managers, if you're watching this, give the damn building away. Do whatever you can, because people have great imaginations and can do cool things with them and help revitalize your downtown. So with that said, I actually really did like this city. Glad that we stopped, and I certainly would give it a thumbs up. But remember, Main Street is the highway. Come in a block and then you'll be happy. So thumbs up.
Me too.
All right, so get off the couch and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.